Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Are you in yet? I just said. Are you watching it? One sec, babe. Someone from the league just invited me. I'll be right back. Hello. Are you two streaming alongside me? Oh, are you? Oh, thank God. It would have been very awkward on my own. I'm just gonna invite my girlfriend as well, because I was in a party with her, so. But at least I'm not on my own commentating, because so I go, if I'm commentating on my own, I kind of go insane is probably the best way. But yeah, if you want to include your audio, Cardinal. Now make sure we can hear you.
Got it.
Yep, we can hear you. Okay.
All right. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck.
Yeah. We need like half of us on the podiums every week here for a couple of weeks.
What time is it? 8:30.
Yep. Which is
4 minutes time.
yeah, I got 26. Right.
We only got 2 minutes. I'm not going to go through the standings for this until we get a bit more people in.
Oh.
Oh, he hasn't got a seat, a Williams seat in GP2.
Who?
Rhodes, he hasn't got a Williams
Oh,
in GP2. I would happily take that seat. mm. Yeah, I took this. The original commentator for GP2, he invited me onto it, and the first day I joined, he didn't even answer, so I got subbed in to do it on my own. First day ever commentating. I did well, and the next week I was until he started slagging me off, so that went. Yeah. And then the second week, he was the one doing the stream, and I was the other commentator. And it wouldn't let me include my audio. I was trying
what?
to do all these things for it to allow me to include my audio, and he wouldn't do it. So then I done it. Like, I did a test little thing, and it was doing the same thing. I did the things that Kyle told me to do, and would you know it? You can include your audio now. So then I said to Kyle, look, it's... Yeah, so like, I said to Kyle, look, next week I'll do the stream to see if he can include his audio to mine. And he got a wildsie about it.
One of those. Just run away with the thing like Nutmeg almost did. Ooh.
Always a bit quicker than you. I got a 1 minute 2.876.
Whew.
Oh yeah. If I can do a non-valid one, like not cutting like ridiculous, but like, you know, I could probably get a. Yeah, I could probably get a 2 minute one, maybe a bit quicker. Would you race on?
Well, I felt like I had a lot of oversteer
I'm on
too,
pad.
and I think most of my setups. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I haven't been bold enough to turn it off in a online race yet. Right.
Right. Looks like everyone's ready and up now.
You too. Have a good race.
Hello everybody and welcome to round 5 of Simulation Formula 1 GP2 at the Austrian Grand Prix. In the commentators box today I have alongside me I've forgotten your name now.
SF1 Cardinal.
SF, there we go, say hello.
Hello.
So as we go into qualifying, I'll go through the standings and last week's results from Singapore. So last week our winner was Postglad 84 in the Ferrari with SF1 Rhodes in P2. And to round off the final podium position, it's Delver 300 in the Racing Point. Driver of the day was Danberg with Lucky 13 taking the fastest lap. Current driver standings is Delver in first with Whiffy winner in P2 with SF1 Rhodes in P3. Postglad in P4 and Bilges in P5. Raratron 89 in P6 with Lucky 13 in P7. P8 SF1 Carlos with Clutchy RH in P9. XI Rashi in P10 with the Livid Opposum in P11. Don Cruchy in P12 with BRL Phantom in P13. Fatal Defiance 12 is P14 alongside his teammate who is in P15, Gian Openta. P16 is SF1 Robbo 7616 with Becca 313 in the Renault for P17. P18 is YKIZON Zolo with Mr. Dalby in P19. And there is currently no points or a driver for P20 as there was a spare Williams seat I believe, but that is all sorted as we have where is
Rain.
his name? We have, can't find his name now. Non-ripe Loki in P3 as he goes straight out onto the track.
We got a wet qualifying on order, just like GP3.
Yes.
It definitely looks harder though, a lot harder.
Oh yeah.
And
I
I'm
ride on board with non-ripe. Appears to be in his debut on the state. He'll be the first one to start a lap.
Ooh.
Oh, and he instantly invalidates his lap. This.
Ooh. We'll lock up. Yeah, they're on wets. We were on intermediates.
I don't know how long this weather is gonna be, Phil.
I was told that the race is dry.
That's good then. So we could have a mixed up grid order for a dry race, because we could have some people who are normally slow in the dries higher up the grid, the faster drivers in the dry lower down the grid.
Yep.
It would be a mixed up qualifying, it appears to be then. We ride on board with Lucky 13. He'll be the first one to set a lap time as a non-ripe Loki validated as he goes purple sector 2, the Renault driver. Come around the final turn. Nice and tight, good exit. And across the line, set a 1 minute 15.056. That is the time to beat. Oh, as we ride on board with Gino Penta, who was midway through his spin. Here's he could have backed up. Didn't look like he caused trouble for non-right.
Woo, woo.
In the last few couple of turns. This is where Raikkonen lost his wheel in the real Australian Grand Prix. Across the line for non-Rippo Lockie. Is it good? It's a P2.
Oh.
14.799 behind Steve Via 300 in the racing point with a 14.1. So good start for the Williams driver. We have yellow flag in sector 2 cleared up now. Looks like they could be fighting over position here. As we run on board with Whiff, he sets purple sector 2 and then does a spin and backs off of his lap. We will go on board with the Ferrari. Ratron 89. Around the final bend. Yellow flags out there for Whiffy winning. He crossed the line. Goes P8, jumps his teammate post glad. I will be right back, mate, if you just want to carry on the commentating.
Yep, sure. No problem. All right. Riding with BRL Phantom, who should be next to set a lap here. Well, he's pitting in. SF1 Road, yet to set a lap. Coming into the final complex here. To the line. He does 117. P14. Robo on an outlap. Don Crouchy seems to be hot. Goes a little wide. Very gentle through the doubles. Oh, may have invalidated. Heading into the last sector. Goes P2 with 114.3. Robo hasn't validated. He'll need to go back around. Opossum hasn't validated. He'll need to do another lap too. I'm on board with Lucky. Oh, just can't see to keep the ass behind him on that one. Fatal Defiance coming around. Second lap. Currently sitting P8. Stays P8. Penta is into the pits. On board with Robo, who invalidated last lap. Looks like he invalidated his second lap as well, so he's going around again. Phantom. Just starting a hot lap. Things appear to be quieting down now as we approach midway through the We got SF1 roads into the fence. Right after the hairpin. All right, so we still have Phantom and Robo still to set a lap. Phantom's in the last sector. Final turn. Across the line, he sets a 118 flat. SF1 Robo 118.6. On board with Lucky. Does look mighty treacherous out there. Ooh. Lucky pulls it in. Clutchy's still on track. P9. Wow. Still have Phantom on track. Rhodes is back out, and we have somebody into the fence again after the hairpin. That's two people. Wasn't sure who that was. We got Raretron. Looked like he was going to try the intermediates. Thought better of it. Looks like Rhodes has put on the intermediates. The Earl Phantom gets a good lap in, 115.1. Puts him in ninth. Rashi goes to P4. Non-type loci is back out. Fresh set of wets. Sets a purple sector 2. Final corner headed to the line. He goes to P2 with a 114.2. And Devla is back out, who's currently holding pole position, the 114.1.
Right, I'm back.
I'm on board with Devla.
He's in the pits right now, isn't he? No game sound. One sec.
When I'm changing my car, it isn't always changing the car. Is that a bug?
What on the?
I might go to a different driver, but I'm still in the last car. I'll have to watch that. I just not noticed that.
Right.
I was on Devla, but I was in a
he was in the pits, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was when I clicked back to him, yeah. Non-right loci takes P1 with a 114.14 by 3 milliseconds.
Good lap time by him. I was with you when it goes into the pits. Could that be the last time he's out?
Yeah. It'd be close. Yeah, I don't think... maybe. Gotta go right back out.
Currently on board with Livid Opposum in P3. He is on a lap, it appears to be. Currently in P3.
The line does seem to be getting quicker.
And he backs off, it looks like. Could be because there's traffic ahead.
Yeah.
As SF1 Carlos goes P1 with a 13.8. Ahead of his teammate, who's currently in P2, with 3/10 ahead of him. Time there for him. Right, so Livid Opposum gets ready to start his final flying lap, but his fuel light is on, so he might not be able to make it, but we will see. Nice into turn 1. Lucky 13 goes quickest with a 13.769. Very fast by him, the Renault driver. Brakes into turn 2. No. Rear kicks out a little bit, but he holds it well. Not the second DRS straight, of course, there's no DRS in it due to the fact of the weather. Braking into turn 3, he does have Bill Jizz, who is currently ahead of him, so he needs to get out of the way. Doesn't seem to hamper him. Now down into turn 4. Nice and tidy through there. Kicks out a bit again. Turn 6, round it goes. Carlos goes quicker again, 13.6. And the Red Bull of Livid runs out of fuel on his flying lap, so that's him out of qualifying, currently in P5. He looked like he was having a nice lap right there. Run aboard with Delver. Was on pole, he kicks out a bit on exit there, so that could hamper him there. Pole position battle currently on between Carlos 13 and Delver, who are currently running on board because the checkered flag is out. He's around the second to last corner. Fuel lights just come on, so he will be fine, and he boxes, so Delver is out for the pole position shootout. So it's only between Lucky 13 as SF1 Carlos, who is currently on pole, is coming around to finish off his final lap of this qualifying session. Comes round, locks up a bit because corner nice and tidy there, had a bit of spin and he crashes. He needs to hope that was good enough for him to keep his pole, because Lucky 13 is on the dash for him to take that number 1 spot. His fuel light is on, but he might just make it. Bit unsteady there.
Yep. Yeah,
And he's out of fuel. Looks like he's out of fuel. So SF1 Carlos has got pole position for round 5 of the Austrian Grand Prix for GP2 in the Williams. There is your pole sitter. With no front wing as he had that spin coming out of the exit of the final turn. But there's your man, SF1 Carlos on pole for Williams Racing.
Yeah, dry race. This should be interesting.
Yes. What side is a pole on? Isn't it on the right hand side of the track?
I believe so.
So Carlos does have the upper hand on Lucky 13, but it is who gets the better go when the 5 lights are out.
Right. Road scoops up into 8.
I didn't know he was on a lap.
Yeah. Well, I just now saw
There
it.
we go.
Right.
Missed most of Crawley, but I'll come back for the main event. But there we have it, the grid for the Austrian Grand Prix. SF1 Carlos in with pole position for Williams, with Lucky 13 in P2 with Renault. Non-Ripe, the other Williams in P4 with Delver 300 in the Racing Point for P4. Livid Opposum P5 with Whiffy Winner in P6 and BRL Phantom in P7. SF1 Roads in P8 with Clutchy in P9 and Post Glad 84 in P10. XI Rashi P11, and it cuts off when we go into the 5-minute break. We did have two disqualifications there. I didn't get to see why. Do you know why they were disqualified?
No, I do not. I did not check the race director. I did see one car into the fence, but I couldn't determine who it was.
Yeah.
So that's one of them.
So we're now in the 5-minute break for everyone to go get a drink and toilet if need be to get ready for the race. Thank you for following Honoka_Conan27. Sorry if I've butchered your name. If you are new around here, we do have 2 other races. GP3 was yesterday, so every Friday at this time. GP3 is a Thursday. Starts at 8:30. GP2 every Friday at 8:30. And then GP1 on a Sunday, am I right? At 8:30? Yes. So if you enjoy GP2 tonight, make sure you come back for a Sunday for GP1.
All right. Yeah, I'm excited for this. Of course, being a Renault driver, I'm really excited for this. we need the points.
Then why aren't you out there driving?
Yeah, well, I was on backup status for tonight.
Yeah, and I do thank you for it because it does get quite lonely talking to yourself. Yes, we've got
Hmm.
everyone in this chat, but they don't really answer back. So it
Right.
does get in your head a bit. I will get the constructors up. Go through them. Um, so starting from P10 upwards, AlphaTauri is currently P10 with 174 points. McLaren in P9 with 216. P8 is Haas with 234. P7 is Renault with 312, 1 point behind the Racing Point in P6 with 313. Red Bull currently P5 with 352 points, with the Black Arrows of Mercedes in P4 with 374 points. P3 is Williams, highest place they've been since, God, when were they ever scoring points? Can't even remember now. What was it, 2016, 2017? They are currently on 381 points, with Alfa Romeo 391 in P2, but it's the prancing horses of the Ferrari,
Hmm.
423 points in P1.
Yeah. Hopefully we get a good clean feed on this one. I know our race last night we had a car that was in front of me that was blitzing in and out from the start for about a lap or two. So I'm hoping for a really good game start here for this one because I know it did hinder me somewhat when that happens. We had me and Phil both had blue flags as soon as we started the race, and this car
Oh, did
glitching
you?
out in front. Yeah, it was strange. So I'm hoping that
In
this is
my
good and
league,
clean.
yeah, in my league that I was in before I was when I joined, I was in F2, and in my second race, the guy on pole, he started the race on his own, and
Hmm.
then by the time the rest of the pack started, he was halfway around the track. Um, Luckily, he crashed out just before we was about to say restart, so it didn't bother us. As everyone's readied up, so
Yeah, here we
we'll
go.
get to the formation. I finished down the qualifying order as we got cut off. So P11 is Fatal Defiance, P12 is Raratron 89 with Bilges in P13, and there's a Williams already spun on right in the formation lap. He wants to hope he doesn't do that in the race, so that's game over for him. He'll have a Perez sort of thing to do like he did in Bahrain.
Yeah, well, you will have cold brakes and tires.
Yes, he will. As SF1 Robbo gets disqualified, I don't think he even moved off the grid, so he might be away still. P14 is C11 Mr. Dalby. P15 is FS1 Robbo, who's been disqualified already, as I said. YKI Zonzolo is P16 with GN0 Penta in P17. P18 is Don Crochet, I don't know how to say. P19 is BRL Phantom, and to round it off is Becca 313 in the Renault.
Woo! Glad he made it. Tony Crouch here.
Yuki Zone.
Yuki's Zonzolo.
Zonzolo. Maybe a fan of Yuki Tsunoda right there.
Gridding up.
Yeah, here we go. Ready. Of course, all dry tyres, so everyone has free choice of what tyres they want to use, as they were wet during the qualifying.
Yeah, the leader is
Still
on
got-
medium, so lucky on soft, looking to run away with this thing.
Get the tyres up. There is a bit of mixed everywhere between softs and mediums. as they're all lined up for the grid. As we go to 5 red lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's lights out and away we go. Good start by the Renault of Lucky 13. He goes down the inside of the Williams and brakes earlier than the Williams, so he loses out his position straight away as there's a wing flying up and there's an Alfa Romeo and a Ferrari who's had a big accident at the back.
Roads
Here comes
and
the
Glad.
Haas coming alongside the Renault. He goes for the inside line, brakes late and gets 2 places into 1. Manages to keep that clean as he takes into the lead. I believe that's Whiffy winner. It is. As my current grid is currently messing up.
Yeah, mine too.
Livid opposing is fighting from Carlos down into turn 3. Carlos, big loser here. Of course, he is on the medium, so the people ahead of him are on the quicker tyres. Lucky 13 goes down the inside of Carlos. As we'll go into sector 3. Yellow flags in sector 2 as we have some fighting going on in the background. As he comes around the final bend and there's a crash right down at the back of the grid between Mr. Dalby of the AlphaTauri spinning there and the Mercedes of Gio Penta, who appears to get himself sorted out now. Really problem with this game bug here, so I'm trying to find the leader. Here he is, Whiffy winner. Big gain here as I believe he started P5. We have 4 drivers into the pits. XI Rashi, Mr. Dalby.
Penta.
Volume, because my Discord.
Back out.
Here's my grid here has sorted itself out now. Lucky 13 takes a fast lap of a 7.1. You see the position change to Whiffy winner, starting P6, currently in P1. It's down the inside goes Lucky 13 on the Renault of the Red Bull. Sorry to cut in there.
Oh, it's no problem.
DRS of course open as it's lap 3, but the Red Bull strategy goes to the inside line. Could this be a Hamilton? But no, the Renault locks up. Lives to fight another day. Here they come, Livid. Lucky really wanted to get past that Red Bull so he can go in after Whiffy in the front as he doesn't want it to go too far ahead of him. It's Phantom gets 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so it's probably going wide. Come down the second last corner. DRS open. Of course, DRS won't be that affected for the Renault as Red Bull of Livid has it as well. Here they come up the hill. Just down on the brakes. Take them further this time. They seem to have been sorting themselves out now after that hectic first lap.
Fatal is on solo.
Setting my audio. So sorry to everyone.
Bilge is looking to make a move.
Here's the McLaren of Don Prix. passes Phantom going into turn 1 as Crucial. Phantom cuts the corner. The stewards will want to look at that one as that was not sportsmanlike. He should give the position back, but here comes Bilges up behind the McLaren. McLaren covers him off. Must be a bit too far as Phantom passes Becker. He really doesn't. I think the stewards do need to look at that one. He does already have a penalty, but that corner cut was really not right. As we see, Yuki Zinzola has gone past the Mercedes, but the Mercedes is fighting back. We have yellow flags in Sector 2. Looks like it's SF1 Rhodes and Don Cruchy who's had a collision, so Don Cruchy is really not happy at the minute with that sportsmanship from Phantom.
He's missing his right side end plate.
So he could be going into the pit zone, change his strategy. He is on the mediums though, so he might hold it out. Right on board with Fate. Let's get that position back from the Alfa Romeo. He has DRS. Up the hill. Side by side. Yuki's in. Zola's got the inside. As Don Cruchy has gone into the pit. Top 3 at the minute. Lucky 13 receives a penalty for multiple warnings.
Oh, we got Zanzolo and the kitty litter.
Who was he fighting with? When he was fighting with Fatal, wasn't he? So they must have had contact there. Let's see if Fatal's picked up any damage. He comes on corner. Have a look. Going down into turn 1. Doesn't appear to have any physical damage.
Yeah, maybe he just lost it.
I wasn't on board, so I don't know. There's no visible damage, which is good for both parties. We've got a fight here of Delver, a non-ripe. Go up to Whiffy winner as his yellow flags along the straight. Looks like there's a McLaren there.
Yep.
Of Don Cruchy. He already lost his front wing. He spun around and lost his front left end plate.
Oh!
And there goes Yafu. Taria Dalby into the side of him. And that's a DNF for him as Cruchy gets the penalty for that.
Oh yeah, that was
What do you think of that incident then? Only a VSC?
Oh, yeah, he came out into the line, I mean.
Yeah, he didn't. I didn't see how close they were on the track lap, as it looks like Don Cruchy's gonna retire maybe? No, he's just later on the brakes. He has a Mercedes P18 can strive for a penalty, but he did come out on the racing line. It is a fast getting track, so I think that is Don Cruchy's fault there, as Dalby is in the track. I will have to deny it due to the censored word in there, but he says, "Are you ducking kidding me?" But obviously, not with a duck. It begins with someone else, but obviously due to Twitch guidelines, we will not be saying it. I'm going to have to deny it. So I think, as Dalby has said, I think Don Cruchy was in fault there.
13 into the pits.
Yeah. Drops down the order, it could be helpful for him, but we are back under racing. It looks like Whiffy winner and Livid are fighting up for position here as they do the switch road. Livid should have DRS here, as he does. Down to sector 2. Goes for the inside, down the inside of Whiffy winner, and he goes up into P1. But got a feeling this battle isn't quite yet over.
Yeah, I was on board with Lucky. He took a wing in the hards.
So it may be to the end. I don't know if the hards will make it to the end, but you never know. He is good at holding his tyres. AFC SJC, we do have it on screen, that incident, if you're on about Mr. Dalby, so the steward should be looking at it. Dalby as well should have taken a clip as well, just to show, and I'm sure the McLaren of Don Cruchy would have clipped it as well and send it into the steward during the race as well. As here comes Whiffy Winner down, goes to the inside line. I'm surprised the podium didn't cover that up. Bit like a Charles Leclerc and Verstappen battle here. Podium does have DRS though. It's currently in the ahead of Whiffy of the Haas. Goes round, has a nice 4/10 lead there. Go down to SF1 Robbo as he's 2/10 behind the racing point of Bilges as he locks up. He is using overtake. Probably not the best place to be using it. They use it when you have DRS, but here comes Rhodes.
Yeah, he's joining the action. Towards the inside line. Yep, 101.
Rhodes DRS, but so Rhodes also using overtake. Has he got it done in turn 1? Yes, he has. Rhodes up into P12. But Robbo's not having a bit as he comes back at him. Rhodes has got the inside line though.
Yep, defends it.
As Rhodes has DRS as well to the advantage of himself as well, as Robbo must have passed him before the DRS line.
Yeah, Robo has no left end plate.
So he would be struggling then with the downforce.
Yeah. He's probably just waiting for his pit stop. Just dealing with it.
EFC, SJC, we know that wasn't Dalby's fault. From our angle that we had, I didn't see how close they were, but it did look like Don Cruchy did drive out onto the racing line. Robbo pits. There's currently a battle as the top as Whiffy Winner. It does take back control of the race. It's a better exit there.
Becker overtakes Bilges for P10.
Nice, up into the points for Renault then, as Lucky did had to change his wing, so he's currently down to P15.
What is the pit delta here? 22 seconds?
I think it's 22 to 23. Obviously without having to change wings, yeah, about 22 seconds I'd say.
Okay. Just doing a little figure.
Yeah. Becker is taking back the position. It looks like Bilges must have passed him.
I just saw Becker go into the wall. Is that real or not?
Doesn't look like it. See, must be the lag.
Okay.
He fights back. He is lagging a bit. He's got DRS. He is using all his overtake up. Is he going to go back for it? No, just that far behind. He does seem to be having connection issues though.
Yep, yeah.
So it's a bit of a headache riding on board with him. So I'm riding on board with Bilges so he doesn't lag.
Yeah. Rhodes is creeping into DRS range, these two.
Yeah, so the more these two fight, Rhodes will be wanting them to carry on. Becca did go wide, so here comes Rhodes, right up the rear end of the Renault. Oh no, it's not. What is it? I don't even know. Bilge's pits. So up into P11, SF1 Rhodes goes.
Closest battle on track is at the top.
Yeah, we will go and catch that now. These two have been battling out since the start. Whiffy winner will have the DRS here along the pit straight. Probably too far to make a move. His pit window's open for the medium tyre one-stop strategy. See a lot of action now going into the pits. So we have the Williams of Non, Ripple and Becker on the pit.
See what the leaders do.
Lucky 13 gets past Becker. Oh no, Becker's pit. Oh no, that was the same pit stop. One of these will have to pit now, unless they follow each other in.
Yep.
Looks like they are, yeah. Oh no, Whiffy does the switcheroo on him. Obviously wants to use that clean air to try and get as much advantage as he can and do the overcut on Livid. We'll drop down to, where was Livid? We'll drop down to about P8, wasn't it?
Roughly.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, coming up to the turn one in the pit lane, he comes out into P7. Good stop by the Red Bull crew there. Obviously do hold the fastest pit stop in the world. So Carlos did catch up a bit though. He is only 7/10 behind Whiffy winner. Of course those softs will be screeching as they go round bends now. So after Carlos had a dreadful start, he will be in contention for P1. Into the pits goes Whiffy. So now it's the battle to see if Whiffy will come out ahead of Livid. There goes Carlos. There goes Delva. Clutchy and Fate Defiance. There goes his teammate Phantom. Is it going to be enough? Doesn't look like it because there's the Red Bull there of Livid. And it looks like Livid has got the undercut done on Livid there. So it didn't plan out well for Whiffy there, but of course Livid will have the quicker tyres due to the fact they're already warmed up. Probably have some on-track action here between Bilges and Ferrari. Here comes Post Glad. Went up the hill here. Will try and keep the inside line covered, or does he? Doesn't keep it covered. He does stick to the left-hand side of the track, but he's got enough of a gap there to keep ahead of Bilges. But Bilges will have DRS now. Is he too far behind? Yes, he is. So we'll have to wait until the nail straight. He locks up there. This is our closest battle on track at the minute. As Livid Opposum sits the fastest lap. 6.50 mark.
In front straight.
DRS. Not using his overtake.
Nope.
Might save you up the hill, maybe.
Yeah. I always preferred this section.
Yeah, it is. It's nice because turn 1 you can get it right. You can carry some nice speed going into this uphill section.
Right. It just seems less risky to me.
Yeah. Obviously, if you run wide, you can get a warning if you do it 3 times as a penalty.
Right.
Looks like Livid gets past Phantom. We didn't see that. But Whiffy is up right behind his teammate. Is their team orders here to probably let Whiffy by. He's putting up a battle for it, but Whiffy goes down the inside. That's a little bit too much of a corner, but it's fine. He's on the chase for Livid as he doesn't want to be stuck behind his teammate for too long. Going back down to that battle of villages and close to that. Both guys using DRS and overtake. He goes to the right. Seeing the Ferrari defending as well. As the Racing Point goes up into P15, but here comes the Ferrari again, who will have DRS this time. Going up the hill. The Ferrari is now ahead of the Racing Point. Bilges is too far behind now. Try and take that position back. Run on board with the other Ferrari, currently chasing down XI Rashi of the AlphaTauri. Clutchy gets past Carlos as Carlos goes into the pits for the 7 times. That gives Whiffy and Livid up in position.
Much fresher tires.
Here we come. Oh, the Mercedes is getting in. Is that a lap car, maybe? Looks like it is. Yeah, it's a car they're lapping.
Glad in the pits.
Yeah, I think his tyres were quite old right there. Here comes the Ferrari with DRS. Is he too far? Yes, he is. Carlos comes out into P8 of the Williams. Not the best of starts Williams had. They haven't really picked up, but obviously Carlos did just pit. He's going for the sauce of the last 16 laps. He might just go as last. Elvin goes into the pits.
Slaps on some softs. And he's off.
Oh. Who's that yellow flag? It's Mercedes, is it? It's a yellow flag.
Yes.
Don't know who that is. Is that a Williams? Looks like it was a Mercedes.
Yeah.
GM.
Yep.
Oh, as he brake checks, it looks like the McLaren.
I got a Red Bull into the wall.
Oh, you say, is that Clutchy? It is Clutchy. But that brake check-in by the Mercedes on Don Cruchet is really not on right there. Looks like Clutchy will have to go into pits. Probably a good time for him though, because he has to change his wing. As Phantom looks like he's had a spin.
We got 3 cars.
Big pile up.
Whoa.
So Clutchy missed it going into the pits there. Rashi pitted. New keys on Zolo. And the McLaren obviously of Don Cruchy has had to pit due to the Mercedes brake checking him.
Yeah, I don't know what that was a big dust up there.
I don't know, it wasn't Prix, it was Robbie, sorry. As he goes onto the soft. So Livid back into the lead of the Grand Prix now. The rider with the penalties. So the biggest penalty is Don Cruchet with 26 seconds of penalties.
Oof.
He's at the back of the grid. The minute Beccaroo is in P10, he is going to go down the grid if he carries on having those penalties, and those penalties do end up sticking. So we have a battle here on Ripto Pits. We have the yellow flag in the middle, looks like it's a pass of BRL Phantom. Tyres seem to be very hot. Battery clutchy.
Lokai back out of the pits. Closest thing we got is Jizz on Becker.
Right on board with that then.
And I am not getting the right car there.
Oh, yellow flags.
Yep.
Looks like the Renault of Lucky 13,
Lucky,
is it?
yep.
Oh, he was doing so well to come back. But we'll go back on board with a four-way battle going into turn one. Like we told it was, but Bill Jizz has lost three positions there. Just seems to have couldn't have get the good exit there.
Yeah, these four guys.
Yeah.
Whoa!
He seems to have been the bigger loser there. Clutchy and Phantom are fighting. Looks like they were off the track there. Whiffy winner now within DRS range of Livid in P1.
Yeah.
Clutchy is 3/10 behind Phantom, so I've got to get that. Off a bit clutchy though. Lucky 13 into the pits. Must have picked up some run damage. We've gone to another new pair of softs, which will most definitely make it to the end. When he appeared for the softs, they would have been a bit more by the time checkered flag was out. Phantom picks up a 3-second time penalty. Clutchy with DRS. Goes bound for the inside, but then switches back, but then thinks about it again. No contact there. Good sportsmanship by these two drivers here.
Picks up 3 seconds.
Got a three-way battle here between Rashi, Yuki Zinzolo and Rhodes. Going up the hill. Rashi on the inside of Yuki Zinzolo. He's got the inside line. Makes the move on the Alfa Romeo. And I think he might have DRS for this. I could be wrong. No, it is Yuki Zinzolo here with the DRS. So does the AlphaTauri though, because he is behind SF1 Rhodes. They still keep in with Rhodes, Rashi and Yuki. go up to the P1 and 2 fight that's been going on all race.
Oh,
It's getting
the
heated up
inside.
here because Carlos is coming up to him on the softs as well.
Rashi gets it done up the hill.
Good racing by him then. He's managed to pass both the Alfa Romeos then.
Yep.
As we have yellow flags into turn 1. Looks like it's a Mercedes. They seem to have sorted themselves out now. Here comes Whiffy. 13.6, the fastest lap. So DRS for Whiffy wide open to the latter letterbox. Too far to make a move into turn 1, but he will have DRS swiftly after exiting turn 1. Livid picks up another another penalty. Here comes Whiffy, he goes for the inside line and gets the job done.
Nice.
Up into P1.
Carlos is pulling up.
Yep, after them battling for so long, slowing each other down, it's given Carlos time to come up and wanting to join in for the fun. We have more yellow flags. Looks like a Renault of Becker has retired.
Oh, no.
What has happened with Becker there? He was looking in such a good position.
Safety car.
So this could be a lot of jumble here. People would want to be serving those penalties as well to get the best outcome. So we will see who goes to the pits. Probably the best call for Lucky to have this safety car because his fuel light was on yellow. So a good time to save from fuel for him. As Whiffy winner pits and SF1 Carlos and Devler boxed, as well as Ferrari in P6. Got a lot of action in the pit lane right now.
Five cars in the pit.
As expected, of course, gives everyone a free pit spot.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Livid hasn't boxed though, because he will have Whiffy right up behind him, and Carlos and Delva, who do seem to be quick after safety car restarts, as I've seen in the past. All on fresh softs, so bold choice by Livid there, thinking that he'll be able to get the jump on them.
Lucky 13 gained 5 spots from that pit group.
Yes, so it has helped him out there.
Yeah, that was very fortunate.
You know what? The McLaren Gold Clichés doing, trying to overtake the safety car. And disqualified for ignoring yellow sessions. I think he'd given up really. After the amount of penalties he had.
Yeah.
So I think it's good riddance for this race for him, and we'll come back next weekend to give it another shot. This race just went from bad to worse.
Zolo holds on to his spot. He's got a fresh set.
Oh, and Robbo rams into the back of Livid opposing there. So there goes the other McLaren. Opposed of SF1 Robbo, who's also been disqualified. So McLaren, double DNF disaster for them. I think the stewards might look into them because what they're doing is really not professional. They really could have done with some points this weekend. Especially with the up in P2. Look at all these. Jesus Christ. Thought it said he got disqualified, so why isn't it? I don't know what is up with this game. It said he was disqualified. So,
Yeah, it's still there.
yeah, the same with Don Couchet.
Yeah.
How odd. Well then.
Looks like we got an out of sequence car at the front.
Yeah, BRL Phantom. I think he's might be unlapping himself, maybe. Because he is down in P16. I don't know if cars can unlap themselves in this game. I don't know if they do that.
Yeah, I thought so.
So safety car in this lap. Phantom will want to get out of the way of Whiffy.
Yeah.
As Whiffy will be doing his nutting in that cockpit. And his teammate is ahead of him even though he's P16. So Phantom's probably best when he goes, he just doesn't accelerate Phantom so he can let his teammate by.
Yeah, see what happens here with Carlos. He's the one that has to deal with the out of sequence car.
Here he come round the final bend and bang, there goes Livid, and like I said, Phantom's letting his teammate by. Letting everyone by there, so that's why there'll be yellow flags. He's getting back into position, but Livid leads from Whiffy winner, SF1 Carlos, Delva, Fatal, Raytron. So I saw those yellow flags, but he's obviously still going into position. Lucky 13 moves up into P11.
Yep.
Post Glad gets past Bilges, so maybe Bilges hasn't had the best of restarts there.
Lucky's breathing smoke behind F1 roads. Going hard.
Yeah, but he will definitely want to be coming with a comeback with these last final 4 laps. He's going to be wanting to push those softs to the absolute limit, and so will Whiffy winner, because Livid didn't pit under the safety car. So he comes with, there's Carlos coming into the next lap, and Delva. So it will be a 7-car battle. Excitement for the last 3 laps of this Grand Prix. So do not leave yet until it's over. Here comes Whiffy. He's used almost all of his overtake, but it's not close enough yet. But he'll be waiting for that next DRS, the next 2 DRSs. As he's breathing down the exhaust of that Red Bull Honda. So he can hopefully use the slipstream. But here comes Whiffy winner. He's taken up into the lead and past Lindy the opposing, but the opposing's round the outside. Whiffy in the inside, coming round to the start finish straight. And Whiffy appears to have got the top done, but he will not have overtake as he is really low on it. Here comes the Red Bull and Delva and the Williams of Carlos going into turn 1. Round to turn 1. It's Whiffy winner. Then the Red Bull of Carlos. Red Bull is then comes and Delva as he goes wide onto the grass. What excitement for these final few laps of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, this is excellent.
I think Whiffy might be able to just get through as there's yellow flags, and it looks like Lucky 13 is out of the Grand Prix as his car is shattered everywhere. disastrous race for him. So that's double DNF for Renault. But they needed the points this weekend. So they need to start packing up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Carlos.
Oh,
see,
right contact.
I was just going to talk about that. Those guys need to do that.
It did look like Livid went into him, but I don't want to be the one to be saying that. But they will be looking into that, the stewards.
Yeah, I'm just talking about taking a chance, period. I wouldn't have done that.
I would have waited until the straight.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get to say it, so it isn't commentators first, because I didn't get to say it. I was almost ready to say it.
Yeah. But from where I had the angle, it looked like the Red Bull swiped right, but it could just be the way the camera was on lag. But we will see the steward's decision.
Yep.
But it puts Delver up into the podium place. He's only 2/10 behind the Red Bull of Livid, so Livid will be struggling with those tyres. Of course, they are 18 lap holes.
Yeah, they're old.
5 laps soft breathing down his exhaust.
Seconds.
Do you have another yellow flag? Looks like it's Carlos again.
Sector 2 and Sector 3. Glad takes a spot from Rhodes.
There goes Delver down the inside.
Ooh,
forces the Red Bull off track, but he wants to get this move done. The Red Bull does have DRS, but here comes Fatal as well behind Livid. Here they come. 4-way battle for P2 and 3 here. Yellow flag, sector 2. What has happened? It's one of the McLarens of Don Cruchet. He was dumped again. P2. The final lap, so if we ride on board with Whiffy winner taking round the final corner to win the Austrian Grand Prix. What a crazy race he's had, battling with the Red Bull constantly, but due to penalties, Delver is your race winner. What a mental race. So due to all the penalties, it's Delver in P1, Whiffy winner in P2, non-right in P3, SF1 Road P4 and Postglad P5. So if we look at points gained, positions gained, who would you say is your driver of the day?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Rhodesy, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but the game's gone with his teammate.
Oh, okay.
But
fair enough.
I would, to be honest, I would say Rhodes, because he's been up and down
and penalties
during that race. Didn't even realise it was the final lap of the race, to be honest, because of all this action going on. Could have done with an extra 10 laps. There you have it. I think Whiffy could have done with that four-way battle, ending in disaster for him to keep his win. But there you have it. Delver P1, Whiffy winner P2, and non-ripe Loki in P3 on his debut for Williams, taking up the final spot. Lucky 13 taking taking the fastest lap again. So if we get the top 3 drivers in for their pre-race interviews. Right, so we need Whiffy Winner in. We need non-white Loki. Do you have Delver? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
So, Delver, if you could just include your audio to the stream. Delver?
Mm?
Devler, sorry.
Yeah,
Have you included your audio?
I have. That means I can't swear, right?
Yes, as it is your pre-race, after-race interview. When I've stopped, you can open up the bag, but not
Nothing
yet.
to open up today.
No, not after that performance. Tell us how your race went.
Yeah, decided to go against what most were doing and started on the mediums, thinking I'd be able to keep with them. How wrong I was. Towards the end of the stint, it got a bit better. Yeah, and then went on to the softs and was catching anyway. Whether I'd have got the win without the safety car is a different story. But yeah, Carlos was a bit unlucky to have his incident, which obviously gave me the edge with the penalties the other 2 guys had. But yeah, fairly happy to get the win, providing I don't get penalties and race bans and God knows what else. You know how it is. So yeah, all good.
Would you have preferred to have taken the win on track instead of
Don't
having
bother
the
me.
penalties
Don't
applied?
bother me. Don't get any time penalties. You're going to win, aren't you? So, you know,
It's true.
if he didn't get his 3 seconds, he wins. You know, he could have it removed for whatever reason. So, yeah. But a win's a win at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, if I'd got 3 seconds, I wouldn't have won. So, but I didn't. So, yeah, stay clean, and you're going to be somewhere close.
Cardinal, do you have any questions?
No, I'm good, bud. Congratulations.
Okay,
Cheers.
yeah, well, congratulations, Devla, on the win. So if we go to our P2 finisher, Whiffy Winner.
Hey, howdy.
Tell us how your race went then.
Oh, it was lovely, actually. Opportunistic is how I would describe turn 1 and turn 3. Started 6, made my way. I got lucky with Devla being on mediums, actually, because he got a pretty rough start compared to the rest of us on softs. So that gave me a buffer into the bottom of the turn 1. And then turn 3, Carlos was just way out on the outside, and it just the door never closed. So I just kept making my way in. And then from there, it was just me and Livid. Man, me and Livid. I couldn't lose him, and I love the fact that he was giving me DRS, but he is just relentless. Man, it was. I loved it. I loved every second of that one. I can't even tell you. Like, just giving her. But the penalties, the one penalty ended up being the knife in the box. So P2 it is today, I guess.
So after at the safety car restart, was there team orders there for your teammate to let you by? Because we saw in the train he was ahead of you.
Yeah, no, actually, he pulled out, and actually, to be fair, looking back, I think I may have been able to keep the win due to the fact I had to stop. It gave me an illegal overtake really quickly from passing him before the safety car line because he pulled out of line, and I had no idea he was going to. We weren't even in the same party, and then yeah, I was like, oh, sweet. He gave me an option. Good. And I went. And then I was like, rich, overtake, giving it. And I didn't really get another option. I was like, oh, no. So I had to let off right before the line. And as I let off, it disappeared when I crossed the start line. So I was like, oh, man, I could have kept, like, I had a moment there where I was out of the throttle. But it just kind of happened that way. But no team orders, just luck of the draw, actually.
So it's good sportsmanship by your teammate there.
Was, really was. Thank you, Phantom. Shout out.
What was I gonna say? So, what do you think about? I don't know if you heard the collision of the McLaren pulling out in front of Mr. Dalby. Did you hear about
I didn't hear about it, but that's what happened. I did see the two. I went past them. I went past them just near the pit exit. So that makes sense because I saw two cars over there. There was Don Croce and Dalby. Yeah, an AlphaTauri and a McLaren. Yeah, knocked up. Yeah, I did see that.
that? Yeah. Well then, if you didn't see, that's the end of my questions then.
Yeah, no, yeah, I did. No, I didn't catch that one. Sorry.
That's okay. Well, congratulations on P2.
Thank you, Devla. Congrats on the win, brother.
Cheers, mate.
And as we go to non-ripe Loki in the Williams for P3.
Yes.
Great debut.
Yeah.
Yes. Gonna tell us how you were feeling on your first race?
Well, I got the message today, so I was a bit unprepared. But yeah, qualifying was rain, but it's always fun for me. Love the rain. Then I got a pretty bad start. I reacted way too late, and then I got sandwiched into turn one. I had to back out of that. And then the race went pretty normal, had some battles, but was pretty clean. Had my pit stop, and then somehow I got hit by someone who wanted to pit, but it wasn't obvious because he wasn't in the pit lane. Had damage, had to pit again for the softs. Lost a lot of places, and then the safety car came out. I decided to stay out, only had 20% on the softs. Lost 1 or 2 places, but in the end, with the collision of Carlos and no penalties, I got P3. So in the end, it was a pretty happy win. Lucky
Good
and
day in the
unlucky,
office.
both things. So yeah.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the collision that took Carlos out of the chance for a podium?
I didn't see it. I was way back, so I just saw Carlos. I was with him in a party, and yeah, just heard him
I saw it.
swearing, of course, and yeah, so I'm on track. I had in the end a collision in front of me, what gave me 2 places where I'm almost were involved, but between I think it was a Ferrari and I don't know what else it was. Can't remember.
And in one word, how would you sum up this race?
In one word, that's difficult. I can make 2 words: lucky and unlucky.
Okay, we'll accept that. Well, huge congratulations on your debut.
Thanks.
Let's hope the form continues for you.
Yeah, Austria usually is not a good race for me, so should be. It's going great.
Yeah. Well, huge congratulations to our winner, Devla, and the 2 other podium sitters, Whiffy winner and non-ripe. Do make sure to join us